Environmental disparity and their effects on the innovator. That is the title of our research. We begin. Welcome. Uh, that is the curriculum, a Syrian Arabic writer and a former elementary school teacher, PhD in human literature, member of the International Federation of the Arabic Language, member of the International Federation of Language and Translator, member of the Specialized Science Center Creative Branch, and member of all IBDAع Association, a member of the scientific board at the Malaysia Sibawi magazine. I wrote more than 30 books and more than 40 research papers. I am currently working in research that the students need, which does not exist, but rather new search in the world of criticism and literature of our world in constantly renewed. Here is link to my research. Hope it help. Now, perhaps most of what we recognize as creativity was not born out of any particular homeland, rather the place carried in important and sensitive to work. Perhaps the bitter taste of alienation, no matter how high the level of luxury, uh, is the creative person compared to home, is a constant source of inspiration, as there is short term alienation and long term alienation. Short term alienation is a journey. No matter its purpose, it is considered to be an incentive, incentive and an aspiration meant for many innovators, not to mention to abstraction caused by the inability to assimilate into the new environment, which left the oriental of creativity or its progress hanging on the new psychology state of the expect. But anyway, it's still considered a quantum lab for the innovator that argued, argues them to recover themselves, finding ever so slightly different a difference they utilize of their work. A scientific, uh, a scientific paper was published by the periodical known as Nature Human Behavior today Monday. It states that the environment played an important sensitive role in the evolution of language and its diversification, not the mention to multiplicity of dialect and contrast between them between different people group. The evolution of language is defined as the gradual change of human language with the passing of time that involve to evolution of the orient of the language, the difference between language family. It could be considered similar to biological evolution, even though it doesn't necessarily happen through the same mechanism. Now, main axis of the study: 1. The creative community between innovator. 2. Creative obstacle. 3. Conclusion. The creative commonalities between innovators. Despite the difference between the creation of the innovators and the difference between the environmental circumstances that form their personalize, there are still uh, commonalities between them, such as motivation, uh, antipathies, advert, 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 ad- mean hate energy, hate sensitivity to problem, immanagate, imaginative and strong and positive personality, self integration, working in complete harmony with his ability and ideas, attraction to complexity, and having a sense of fun and humor. Perhaps one of the first definition was accurately clarified by the Torrens. He say about the scripts of the innovator as the true innovator is the first to give something in value and produce with it, and the last to quit that thing. Now, perhaps what Dr. Abdulrahim Mahmoud Abdulrahim said about the element of truth and its success is important in manifesting to methods of success through people who prove performance improved through a change in to live environments which are first the element of renewal, two ex, uh, excitement the renewal, third investing and employing natural ability in return. Most of the motive for geographic relation and because of restriction on the innovators' freedom, with provoked them and push them to search for the best in their opinion. Now, creative abstract. Now, perhaps the most important obstacle to the innovator is themselves. We may be amazed by that phase, but that is reality. The innovator in exceedingly sensitive inside, and without that sensitivity, they wouldn't be creative at all. That way, they are either impeded from work and pushed to evolution, renewal, and production by any that problems that come across their way in life. Probably overcoming obstacle and finding alternative is the solution and revelation in seeing the creative future. Perhaps hesitation and lack of confidence are the first problems that impede evolution and encouraging the innovator to take a path not for marketing but continuing to create first, and then the other elements will come on their own. Perhaps helping those is by opening up a way from them to prove themselves and continue their accomplishment, and criticism them to ensure their evolution. If they respond to honestly in giving help despite its rarity, that will be for their benefit. Otherwise, all will be lost. Now, on the other side, a person's determination in weakness from time to time. That's what's known in the creative world as creative burnout. It is a natural thing that's like the warriors rest before starting a new step. As they are a human being, not a machine that only refers to energy. They go through a period where they feel a lack of motivation and a regression in their skill. Most likely, due the clear reason behind this feeling that scarred them. Both bother them and keep them up at night. Sometime among them are no, not sincere, uh, a noble purpose to their accomplishment, to weakness of their internal motivation, frustration and depression caused by the weakness of external motive, the absence of stimulating factor that were associated with accomplishment or skill. Social and psychological factor related to curriculums, most likely uh, obvious, obvious to you. Distance for worship and taken sanctuary with God, regression in their health condition, or a deficiency on K vitamins. Now we came on conclusion finally. We finally conclude through this quick study that the environment has an important role in pushing the innovator forward, to escape from it or to it, rejecting it or wanting it, criticism or reform. Overcoming the obstacle that always arises in any environment through which the creator is most provoked to express the words he dreamed of living in. And without it, creativity would not have emerged from its bottle to the wide space. Literary constructional expression, a type of social activity that is not less important than any other human activity. People chronologize their social life in all the form, and it's the trace pictures if it is balanced. Heralding the negative and the positive with balance, objective and logic. On the other side, we can manufacture the appropriate environment to elevate the level of creativity and push it forwards so that the worlds around him become as close as possible to his temperament. This matter remained personally or according the institute affiliated to the homeland and located in the other country and the required new research. Thank you for your attention and interest. Any questions, you can send it in the email at email. And the paper of that research, you find it in YouTube. Thank you very much.